Fantastic Four, Daredevil, and Secret Invasion announcements at D23. Stay tuned to the end of the video to find out more. What's up guys, Scarlett here, and today we'll be talking about the Marvel panel at D23, where we have first looks and some trailers as well. Before I start the video, I talk a lot of Spider-Man stuff, but also Marvel, and I enjoy the occasional DC as well, so if that sounds good to you, hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on so you don't miss any uploads. So as I said, Marvel had their D23 panel, and honestly, they did announce some pretty cool stuff, but it was also pretty underwhelming. I believe Michelle Jones said,
if you expect disappointment, then you can never really get disappointed.
I'll try to keep that in mind for future reference. So Kevin Feige got on stage and treated the D23 audience with the Avengers musical, which was pretty cool. I wish I could have been there to see that at least. So starting off, they talked about Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and honestly the stuff they announced was pretty interesting. So they showed some clips that were not released to the public, sadly, so it was only exclusive to like the D23 audience, but the footage apparently included Namor fighting M'Baku, which definitely sounds exciting, and details about the movie say that the world is basically trying to capitalize on the loss of their king, because as we know, Chadwick Boseman did pass away, rest in peace. So the world is trying to steal their tech and resources at their weakest point, the typical kind of power vacuum scenario type thing, which is fine and makes perfect sense in my opinion at least. After Black Panther, they talked about Ironheart, and they didn't show any footage from my knowledge or any to the public, but what we do know now is that this show will mainly focus on magic versus technology, which I gotta say, definitely an interesting dynamic. So next up, they talked about Ant-Man Quantumania, and they didn't say much, but they mentioned that this film will have a direct tie-in to the Kang Dynasty, which makes sense since Kang is the villain for Ant-Man Quantumania, and obviously the Kang Dynasty is basically kind of his own film. So now this next thing is pretty interesting to say the least, but very different from the typical MCU stuff that they normally put out. So they revealed a trailer for Werewolf by Night, and it's basically going to be a Halloween special, and it will be black and white, and it's loosely based off a comic with the same name. And honestly, when you see this trailer, you'll definitely be like, holy shit, is this even Marvel? I thought the same exact thing honestly, but this definitely won't be everyone's cup of tea. Next up, we were finally given our first look at Secret Invasion. If you don't know what Secret Invasion is, basically it's where Skrulls invade Earth, and Skrulls are extraterrestrial shapeshifters, and it will be loosely based off the comic event of the same name. Most people thought that there wasn't much going on in the trailer, but it has a Winter Soldier vibe to it definitely, and it's like a thriller with like Nick Fury trying to get to the bottom of this invasion, which might actually explain why he's been off planet as stated in No Way Home.
Nick Fury was there the entire time. Just ask him and he can explain everything.
Nick Fury has been off planet for the last year.
What?
Everyone says how Marvel is really jokey, and I get that definitely, but this series seems like they're really taking it seriously, which is definitely cool to see. And after the footage for Secret Invasion, they confirmed that Secret Invasion will directly tie into what we thought was almost a lost project at this point, because we haven't heard anything about it, but Secret Invasion will directly tie into Armor Wars, and I'm so excited for this series, definitely. And if you don't know, this will basically be a solo War Machine project. I wonder if we could possibly see Tony return, maybe not Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark, but a variant of Tony, who knows, just me speculating, spitballing, but I'm excited for this War Machine project. I think War Machine is pretty underrated in the MCU. Then they brought out the cast of Loki season 2 to talk a little bit about that, and they showed exclusive footage to the audience there, but not being released to the public, and they said it was a lot of Kang action. It's a little weird that he's showing up in his own movie Ant-Man 3 and Loki season 2, but I think Loki 2 does actually make sense, since Loki is where we first saw Kang, and Kang does play a role in Secret Wars in general, but people were concerned with how will they set up Kang in just Ant-Man 3 and Kang Dynasty before Secret Wars. Well, here's your answer, Loki season 2, and again, we will be seeing some Kang action, which sounds fantastic. Speaking of fantastic, once Kevin Feige got back on the stage and the Fantastic Four logo appeared on the screen, everyone started going absolutely ballistic, absolutely wild. That was until Kevin Feige said he has no updates other than a confirmed director, which will be the same director of WandaVision, Matt Shakman. So yeah, now after that big disappointment, they moved on to Echo, and I think this is pretty cool. They shown clips of Vincent D'Onofrio, aka the Kingpin, and he was sporting some eye patches because just like in the comics, Kingpin got shot in the eye and also at the end of Hawkeye, but somehow survived. This show will primarily be fleshing out the story between Wilson Fisk and Maya, which will definitely be interesting since we know Daredevil will be in the show as well. Now speaking of Daredevil, they transitioned to Daredevil Born Again and revealed a new logo which looks really good, I like it, and they hinted that we will be getting those double D's on Daredevil's chest. Then Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio took the stage to say that they will be a part of this series, which is great to hear, and they are both excited for this project, and they then showed a clip of Daredevil appearing in She-Hulk as well. They also gave us a new logo for Captain America 4, and this logo has wings on it, or upgraded wings, which looks pretty dope, and looks like it's hinting an upgrade actually for the new suit, but also this is probably just reflecting that this is a new Captain America, that being Sam Wilson, the Falcon. But the biggest part of this announcement is that Tim Blake Nelson will be playing the leader, who was actually teased all the way back in the Incredible Hulk, and that he will be facing off against Anthony Mackie's Captain America, which is interesting because from my knowledge the leader is actually a Hulk villain, so this will definitely be wild and exciting to see. Maybe we can expect a Hulk cameo in this movie as well, hopefully. Now last but not least, they finally revealed the Thunderbolts to us and gave us some concept art. I've never actually heard of the Thunderbolts before until this announcement at D23, but I guess they are Marvel's Suicide Squad basically, which is pretty cool. So in order from left to right, excluding this person because I have no clue who this is, we have Ghost from Ant-Man 2, then Red Guardian, then Yelena, which I guess is the leader of the team, then we have Bucky the Winter Soldier, then we have the US Agent, aka John Walker, I believe his name was, and finally Taskmaster, everyone's favorite MCU villain. Maybe we can see Abomination join the team, but who knows, we'll have to see what happens with him after She-Hulk. Oh, I almost forgot, they ended the panel with the Marvels, which will include Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Photon, and the exclusive footage shown only at D23 basically picked up where the post-credit scene from Miss Marvel ended. Basically the Cat of Goose, Monica, and Carol were fighting enemies in Kamala's living room, and Nick Fury was training Monica Rambeau as well. So yeah, like I said earlier, they revealed some pretty cool stuff, but at the same time very underwhelming. I feel like they revealed everything at Comic-Con and revealed breadcrumbs at D23. So yeah guys, that's everything I got for you guys today. So with that being said, if you are new to the channel and enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. If you already have subscribed, don't forget to leave your opinion on what we talked about today or your opinion on today's video in the comments below. I always read and respond to comments. Personally me, I'm most excited for Daredevil Born Again and Secret Invasion. Are you guys excited for those two projects the most like me, or are you guys excited for other projects more? Let me know down in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. It lets me know if you guys want more of this type of content. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time.